And at the corner of my eye, I see this bloke run down the wing with the ball. I'm like, fucking hell, I bet they're going to score. They're shooting towards us, Eastbourne Town. And before I can react, I just press record, and it's slightly out of focus. And then just the crowd erupt. Oh, exclamation mark, Eastbourne Town is wonderful, is a short documentary, 9.5 minutes, which follows sport, inclusivity, and what it means to have grassroots football in the UK.
Eastbourne Town is empty for Tuesday.
Typically, Eastbourne is a small C conservative place, and obviously peer pressure aren't that. They've come in with a noise and a vigour and a youth that's very different.
The idea for the film came when Jacob, the director, found out about these ultra fans in Eastbourne through Mundial, a football magazine. What makes them interesting is they reject all these archetypes, stereotypes of football hooliganism, and they are pro-inclusivity, anti-homophobia, amazing bunch of people. So they had a lot of press when they initially started. They started 3-4 years ago. And for about a year or two, they kind of took it all in, absorbed it, loved it. And then they got a bit disillusioned with what they were doing, and they felt they were straying from their path of being inclusive and so on. And so they shut their doors, said, no, we don't want to do any more press. We want to just watch the football, we want to support our team, we want to bring the community together. And so Jacob, I don't really know how, convinced them for us to come. We were there for 3 days, and they said, we feel like you've represented us and you feel like you've been one of us. And they were saying before, people just watched them and they wanted to go there to be like, look at this weird circus of people doing stuff. But we went there with a true love of football. Jake and I are both big Liverpool supporters. We went with a love of football, a love of inclusive football. For this project, Jacob and I produced it, he directed, I edited it and DP'd it. A moment where it all almost went wrong. We've been at the game, this was the third and final day of shooting. We're there, we're watching the game. I've got the FS7, so it weighs like a small child. Been filming 3 days, and we're here at the game. It's the second half. Eastbourne Town, they're not doing well. They're 1-0 down. We've been filming for a long time, and I've got lots of crowd shots, and I've got kind of the general vibe, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down. I've got the camera on my lap, and I sit down and talking to Jacob. I'm like, we're just having a little chat about how the shoot's going. And at the corner of my eye, I see this bloke run down the wing with the ball. I'm like, fucking hell, I bet they're gonna score. They're shooting towards us, Eastbourne Town. And before I can react, I just press record, and it's slightly out of focus. And then just the crowd erupt, and it's brilliant. I captured the first goal, and that's when they equalised. They went on to win the game 4-1. A great game. But out of sheer luck, I got the pure energy. That was a moment where I was like, yes, done it, filmmaking, yes. The biggest challenge we faced was we just shot too much good stuff, and that's probably the good position to be in. But what was an issue for us, we had to reevaluate the story we wanted to tell. We wanted to talk about Eastbourne, we wanted to talk about the club, the history. There were all these amazing stories, great interviews, lovely, really lovely setups, and we just couldn't include them because the film had to be about the fans. Jacob was really good at sort of soothing the pain, so shout out to Jacob for that. The main takeaway from this project, so it was kind of the final film I'd made in second year, and it was the third of this sort of self-imposed trilogy of documentaries I made, and it sort of summarising a lot of work and growth, and for me capped off a lot of experience and learning. Eastbourne was the most mature story I've told, because although it's quite a simple thing, it was really hard to carve out a really focused story. A year ago, 6 months ago, I couldn't have done it, and that's what impresses me. If you want to watch Oh, Eastbourne Town is Wonderful, a film about football and inclusivity, click here. And like Screenology, on Facebook and Instagram, and follow them on YouTube, and why would you not? Don't be silly. Follow me, write to me, so on and so forth. Thank you.